Welcome to X1T Gaming, and together we're going to revolutionize the gaming industry. So, remember when I said that I wanted to get my game completed so that today we could post it, and that today I was going to work on it? Well, my wife had other plans, and we had to go out and do stuff. And yeah, it was not an eventful day. We were hoping that it was going to be, but it wasn't. So, unfortunately, that's not happening. But, however, we are going to continue on with this lesson plan that we had to learn how to share the stuff. I'm going to be doing it with my intro. One of the things that will be kind of interesting, if I could actually get this intro into like video format, and then maybe I could just use it on all my videos. So instead of hearing me say my intro, that we're going to change the gaming industry together, you will see my intro, and then you'll hear me say that. Only reason why I say that is because it's the whole purpose of this whole thing is we really want to revolutionize the gaming industry in creating good content for people at an affordable price. Um, People need to get paid to do work. It's understandable, but also you guys shouldn't be paying top buck for potentially a bad game. Yeah, so we are going to be doing that together, and I am going to be practicing now on how to upload my intro. So just for you people to want to see my intro again, this is my intro, and
X1T Gaming. X1T Gaming.
okay, so I still have it on the loop. Let's just change that right now. We do not want the loop for the video. We just want it to go one time. Okay, let's see. This one. So what we're going to do is we're just going to turn these into comments. And I don't think that that matters per se. Let's just try it to see if it works. I might have to do the whole section. Yeah, I have to do the whole section. So comment, comment, and comment. I wish I could just make it like one line rather than doing all of this stuff. But yes. So with that, we should just have it press play. Oh, what? What? This one needs to be commented to. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I probably don't need to have all this stuff like that. Let's save. I think I just need the start. This one right there. Yeah.
X1T Gaming.
Nice. What we want to do is I want to add a comment right in here as well. And be like, oh, I do it outside here. Be like, change X1T to first scene. To scene, but change X1T to the other scene name. How am I going to say that? An easy turn. Change one X1T to change X1T to scene name to change scenes. Do I even need those? I don't really need those. I'm gonna keep it anyways. Okay, so we'll save that. We got this.
X1T Gaming.
Nice. Nice. I like that. Okay, now we are going to install export modules. Okay, so before we can export our project, we need to add the export modules that will allow us to export for particular platforms. Open Unity Hub and navigate to the Installs tab. Okay, on the Unity version, you're going to be using in the course add modules. So in the Unity Hub, we need to do installs, right? Okay, on the Unity version, you're going to be using in the course, select add modules. What? Select WebGL. Okay, so yeah, no, I already have it. We want to download this one. I don't know why they have it under it. Oh, I guess we have to go here. Add modules. And then we want to do WebGL build support. It's already installed. So we're good. I think I'm going to need to do this iOS and this Android build support. Oh man, it's a lot of gigabytes. Just so, because I'm going to want to, for my first games, to actually have that stuff. Okay, so it could be an either Mac or Windows build support, then click done and wait for the installation to be complete. So we'll mark that step as complete. Gotta make sure I log back in. It's not working. Okay, there we go. Okay, so build your game for Mac or Windows. Okay, so we want to open your project. I guess we can like look at this together. See if I'm doing this right. No, it's too hard. It's easier for me. Sorry guys. Sorry. It's just easier for me to kind of like, instead of having to flip back through windows. So open the project you would like to build. Could be a prototype or your personal project in Unity. So now we're in Unity. We want to go File, Build Settings. Okay. Then click Add Open Scenes to add your scene. Add Open Scenes. Okay. Okay. Click Player Settings and adjust any setting you want, including making it windowed, resizable, or whatever, or not. You want to make. Okay, so player settings. Where's player settings? Player settings. So now it basically goes adjust the settings that you want, including what? What's it including? Oh, it's like all of these. Windowed, windows, window. It says no window there. Okay, so resizable. So let's see. Resizable. This is interesting. Okay, run a background, capture single screen, use player log, visible in background. You want resizable window? Maybe. Yeah, no, I don't know about all the settings. We'll just keep it like this for now. And then we want to click build. Okay, and then we're just going to be X1T Gaming intro. What? Why do I have to select a folder? Okay, whatever. Okay, name your project and save it inside a new folder. Inside your create with code folder called builds. Oh, okay. So that I need to go into here. What? So you save it inside a new folder. Inside your create with code folder called builds. There is no create with code folder. Project settings, sound recordings. I think I added that. Packages, debug, logs. Okay. This is weird. Build player data. Hmm. Target platform is Windows. Oh. Did I want to do WebGL? Build and run. Select folder. Play your game to test it out. Then, if you want, rebuild it with different settings. Okay, so we want to. Okay, so we do build settings. Now we want to click this one. Okay, then switch platform. No, you'll only be able to do this if you have installed the WebGL support module. Okay, click build, then save in your builds folder with WebGL in the name. Wait. What? Okay. Okay, then we do build. Let's just select folder. This is so weird. I don't even know where that stuff is. Where's my... Oops. It's so weird. Why is it like that? Okay, so we're going to look at the saves. Okay. Okay, I'm going to have to build like a new folder and call it builds. Wait, do I have it up here? No. Oh man, this is frustrating. Okay, so I created a new thing called builds, and it's absolutely empty right now. So let's try this again. We're going to. Okay, so we're going to switch platform. We need the Windows, got the open source, all that stuff. Then let's save it again. Wait. So we're going to build this one into 20 intro, and then we have builds. But it's not letting me like name it, which is weird. Okay, so okay, nice. So I actually have something in there in that folder now. Now let's do WebGL, switch platform. Click build, then save in your builds folder with WebGL in the name. So we're going to build. We have it in the builds, so it's in this folder, and they want dash WebGL in the name. Select folder. Yeah, see, this doesn't make sense because it's not saving. It's just not letting me do that. So click build, then save your builds folder with WebGL in the name, whatever. Okay, now we save that. Try clicking on the index HTML to run your project. You may have to try opening with different browsers. So then if this works, then later it says you could upload it to Unity, and then that'll be it. If this works. But this is going to be kind of interesting because like I'm going to actually see how the screen is going to look like. I wonder if it's just going to be just a logo or if it's going to have all that background space too. Which shouldn't be that much of a problem. Yeah, so right click on your WebGL build folder and compress/zip it into a zip file. If you want, upload the game sharing site like Unity, Play, or itch.io. It would be kind of cool if they actually like showed you how to get your games onto like the Google Play Store. Hopefully this works. I wasn't able to do the WebGL, as you guys saw. It wasn't working. Yeah, it wasn't letting me do the different names. Too bad they didn't have like a video step by step. It's just like words. Do this. Do that. Do you guys hear that? I hope I still have a computer after this. Oh my goodness. Do you guys hear that? Can you- That is my 10-year-old Pete computer working for you guys. And if it just shuts off, then you guys know the reason why. Okay, so now we got all this stuff. Yeah, this web builder is not working. Oops. Okay, so we got this. Okay. So the thing says, let's see, builds. So build. Okay. We crash handle. Handler 64. Okay, try clicking on index.html. Assuming it's this. File to download. Builds data. Loading web pages via file. URL without the web server is not supported by this browser. Please use local development web browser to host Unity content. Okay, so I think they said that you might have to open with a different browser. Open with Firefox. See if that one works. Okay, no, that one does not work. Now let's go with this one. If this one doesn't work, none of them will work. Failed to download the website's data. Yeah, I have no idea, guys. I have no idea. So it's got all this stuff that I didn't want before. I clicked on builds. I don't know. It's not working. it's not working. I'll have to figure out another day. We're going to call that a day for today. We're going to go on, just head on over to the next setting. We're going to continue without marking complete. Maybe we'll come back. ECS Survival Guide. Okay, in this tutorial, so what is this? This is, well, there's only like 3 things. Okay, so in this tutorial, at a very high level about the entity component system and how it is different from the typical object-oriented or component-based system you are probably familiar with. If you are preparing to take Unity Certified User Program exam, or just want to know what ECS is at a very high level, this is a very helpful tutorial. So ECS is a entity component system. It's part of the new data-oriented technology stack, DOTS, and represents an entirely new way to think about programming. Within this new framework, rather than being structured around objects or components, code is structured around key pieces of data: move speed, player health. The benefit of this new system is that it allows for an extreme improvement to performance and optimization previously not thought possible. Huh, interesting. Okay, let's see how long this video. It's only 7 minutes and then the tutorial is done. And that's pretty much all we have, is just a 7-minute video. So we'll watch this. So although actually creating projects within the system is extremely advanced, if you are prepared to take the Unity Certified User Programmer exam or are just curious what this technology can do at a very high level, the video below will be very helpful. In this video, you'll see the power of dots, and you will learn how to reorganize code that is using ECT or ECS. You know what? We'll watch this one together.
Now, Aaron, the people at Unity have been coming up with some stuff of their own, and I see that we're running short on time.
Yes.
So let's just have a very, very quick overview of a thing that you can't really do a quick overview on.
Yeah. So dots.
Have a very, very quick overview of a thing that you can't really do a quick overview on.
Yes,
which is
it would be my
DOTS
pleasure.
and ECS.
Okay, so 2 acronyms here, DOTS and ECS. And it's intentional that we've only left a few minutes to talk about this, because we only want to give you a very high overview of what this is in general, and sort of what to look out for, just to be aware of if you see it. You really just need to understand at a very high level what this is. You don't actually need to be able to use it. So could you click to get the bullets up here, Jacek?
I will.
So DOTS, the first acronym, is short for Data Oriented Technology Stack. Okay, and it's basically a stack or a bunch of technologies that come together to make Unity much, much more performant. We're speaking of optimization here. And it's basically an entirely new way of thinking about your code, thinking about the way you structure your project in a way that will allow you to make much, much more complex games that run smoothly on different devices. So just quickly, the 3 things that make up this stack are what are called the C# job system, entity component system, that's where ECS comes in, and the burst compiler. You don't really need to understand the C# job system or burst compiler. Those are a little bit more complex. I want to focus on this entity component system and sort of what that implies. And specifically, just at a high level, what does it mean for something to be data-oriented? This is the data-oriented technology stack. Basically, rather than structuring your classes, your code around objects, like for example, we had an enemy class or a player class, or around components. So for example, we had the move forward script, or we had the destroy out of bounds. Those are kind of component based or object oriented design when you think about how your code is structured. This is data oriented. And what that basically means is you're structuring your whole project around data, key data points that are going to change in your project. So for example, the speed of your enemies, maybe that's going to change a lot. And so you structure your code in a way that is really focused and based on what data is in your project and what data is going to change in your project. And that might be confusing. That's okay. It's totally okay right now. And also, this is still in development right now. So this is not really ready for you to use in a really easy way yet, but Unity is working on that. Could you go to the next slide, Jacek? Just want to show people the power.
Yeah, so why is it that you would use this system, I hear you ask? Well, here is a little GIF of a project running the Unity Megacity demo project. So this uses the DOTS and ECS systems to take full advantage of multi-core processors. Now, because this is a GIF, you might be seeing some lag. I do recommend looking up on YouTube the Unity Megacity demo. Because the GIF is lagging, I'm just going to skip to the cool bit. It's a car that you can control flying around a giant city, which is made up of 8 million triangles, 6 million unique entities, and has 2,000 cars flying at all times at a stable 30 frames per second. So that's a lot going on within just one scene, with a huge GIF as I'm seeing people. So I do recommend looking it up. However, I hear you say, now this is pretty cool and neat, Aaron, and I agree, but what if with this ECS and DOT system, we could make this 8 million triangles, 6 million entities, and 2,000 cars all work on a mobile phone? Well,
what?
With this system, we can, my dear friend, because it is just that ridiculously optimized. Now, once again, we do not recommend currently using this. This is still in development. We just want you to be aware of it. And it is super cool technology that I can't wrap my head around still. So, Aaron, I'm just going to show a snippet of code because, as you can see, it's much different than code that we would write.
Right. So this is 2 examples of how code might look. And I just want to draw your attention to a couple of key features that you can recognize in this code so that if you see some code online, you can say, oh, that must be from a DOTS or an ECS based project. So you can see in the imports, the using lines up at the top, you can see that they're using the Unity entities library. And that's critical right now in order to actually make this run. So you need to import a whole bunch of new libraries. But another really great way to recognize it is that all of the classes that we've done up to this point, all of the scripts have inherited from, so if you can see that little colon at the top on the left, it says public class movement system, job component system. So anything we've written up to this point has inherited from mono behavior. And that's the sort of standard Unity component-based system that we've been using up to this point. Or on the right, it says inherits from iComponent data. So you need to inherit from totally different classes, import different classes. And you can also see on the right, it's using a struct, which is much different than anything we've done up to this point. You don't need to know what that is, but just be aware that you'll see very different things in a ECS-based design than you would the component or object-based design that we've been doing up to this point.
Yep. And once again, so the name of that project was Megacity. I believe it is also available for download. So if you want to try it out at home yourself, you should be able to find it out there on the internet. Otherwise, there is a whole bunch of DOTS and ECS learning material. But as we said, this is very advanced features that honestly, as someone who's been writing code for quite a few years of my life now, I am not ready for it quite yet. So just be aware it is out there. It is cool if you're interested. Definitely give it a go. But otherwise, it is very, very nuts, to put it lightly.
So, yeah, so it's another code that they want you to learn. It might actually be pretty interesting to just, if possible, just to go straight on to learn that instead. So in the tutorial, so they have different components. So there's a new job component system and structure around data, and it requires new imports. Because I'm still learning, it actually might be a cool thing to actually just learn that, if possible. Yeah. Okay, career research. Oh wow. So yeah, no. So tomorrow we'll actually start learning about career stuff. This will be good for us for just what we want to look for when we start getting employees and start producing games. Um, like everything that the gaming market has is not absolutely evil. It's not absolutely wrong. Okay, that's not what I'm getting at. They have a lot of good stuff, a lot of stuff that we can still learn from. But the thing is, we want to take that stuff and we want to adapt to it. And so that's part of the learning experience that we're going to go through as well in this company. But yeah, just having one of the things that I noticed is that there's a heavy influence on marketing. And I don't want to have that much of a heavy influence on marketing. I'd rather have more time and energy spent on the developers in the games to making good quality games. Someone I was talking to did bring up a good point that what happens if it takes someone 10 years because they were so detailed. So there has to be a good balance. We don't want you guys to be waiting 10 years for a game, but then again, we don't want to like give you guys a game in a year and then all of a sudden it's buggy, it crashes, it's not working properly, and we're just going to be like pushing stuff out there. So we got to try to find what's the happy balance in this whole thing. So next time we'll learn this together. It's just a lot of reading, so you get to hear my sexy voice this whole time as we go through this stuff. And yeah, they actually have like certified stuff. Wow, so you got certified user. This entry level certification validated your foundational skills in Unity and ability to create interactive real time 3D experiences. Okay, so that'll be a cool test to take. Associate. Stand out from the crowd with a certified designer for creators with a portfolio of Unity projects ready to apply for their first professional Unity role. That's probably where I want to get to. And then professional is 2 to 4 years of Unity work experience. And then expert is 5+ years of Unity work experience. So one day we'll probably, well, I don't know if we'll get there one day because we might want to start our own. Once we learn how to code, maybe we want to code our own thing rather than just use Unity, right? Maybe there's going to be a better program that people have out there that we want to use. But yeah, so we'll go through this tomorrow. There's an introduction to portfolios. Maybe we'll have time for that too. Okay, so until then, I will see you guys in the next video. So we will be doing 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Hope you guys have a good one.